So off the tip, it's Boston. And now the Lakers starting group. Abdul-Jabbar is out there with Shaquille O'Neal. Then there's West. Then there's Kobe. And it's Johnson in at the 1 spot. Now here is Havlicek. The 3. The rebound by Kobe Bryant.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
And here we go. Fast break, and Bird's got it.
And every generation or so, a player comes along who can be considered a true superstar. Folks, that's Larry Bird.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Boston making a switch here. White's checked in. Baylor, he's checked in for Los Angeles.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
And here's Kobe for 3. The shot, no good. And so it's Pierce with it. He brings it up for Boston. With 2 seconds left, and he nails the jumper.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Yeah, he's got to be a little bit more on their radar after knocking down something like that.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's the Celtics. They lead by 4. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And when you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what do you think?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
Yeah, defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
So the Lakers 5 right now. Magic Johnson is out there with West. Then it's O'Neal. Then it's Kareem. And it's Bryant in at the 3 slot.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
It's Pierce on the wing, guarded by Kobe. And that's rejected by Abdul-Jabbar. Here's West. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Los Angeles shooting their first foul shot of the game.
Yeah, not the guy that you want to put at the line in these moments. He's not missing these.
15 seconds left in the first half. Jacks up a 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Kuzi's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Now Johnson. Abdul-Jabbar sets the pick for Johnson. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Celtics lead by 4. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. West with the ball. They've got Havlicek. Bird is out there with Pierce. Then it's Russell. And it's Kuzi in at the 1. That's the Boston 5.
Wow. Look at the extension Russell gets there. That comes from great positioning plus the quick jump with the wingspan.
John Havlicek on the wing. Defended by West. Havlicek. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Johnson outside. Fires the 3. That one's in there. The Boston lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from West.
I mean, that's what I'd call the prototype. When you talk about catching and shooting, West squares those shoulders, elbow in perfect alignment. Money.
Here's Kuzi. He's guarded by Johnson. Kuzi can't hit. And here is Johnson. Stolen. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Boston on top. They lead by 1. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And so it's Boston with it. It's a one-point game. And on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. We've got Shaquille O'Neal. Magic Johnson is out there with West. Then there's Kobe. And it's Abdul-Jabbar in at the 4 slot. Kuzi passes to Bird. Over Abdul-Jabbar.
And beyond the obvious physical skills, Kareem just has a great understanding toward the game. Times his move perfectly to get that shot.
I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
Here's Kuzi. Now the pass to Russell. Stolen by O'Neal. Here's Kobe. Oh, missed it. Abdul-Jabbar. Yes!
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They're trailing by 1. We've got 13 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Kuzi. Outside, Pierce. Here's Havlicek. Bullseye!
And his passing is probably the most underrated part of his game. Pierce is a terrific playmaker on that wing.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're down by 2. 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Seconds left in the fourth quarter. Bryant, the bounce pass. Can they tie? Oh, he couldn't make that shot go to force overtime. And so it's Boston scraping by with the win. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. See you later.